Hello, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ay, 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 ay. Ay. Well, fun times, eh? Let's get started. Keep on saying that. I think I just need to possibly just do this. And hey. And yeah, I didn't really jump into where like the music just started again, so okay, it's kind of creepy now. I don't know. Oh, anyway. Good evening. I'm Ryan, producer of a stop-motion YouTube series called Tales of Valhalla. I already inserted a link into the chat room section area thing. Yeah. Oh, you're probably already watching this on YouTube already. In which case, you're already there. Congratulations. No. And I got something in my throat. Hold on. I feel the need to cough, so I'm going to do... I think that's better. Alright. Yes, good evening. And, yeah, so last week was fun. Releasing episode 2. Now we're working on video editing of episode 3. As you can see here. On the Hold It film. And I already got most of the voiceovers edited in their proper places. And you can see here, I'll show you the timeline here. You see the timeline. I got most of the timeline video stuff edited for episode 3 here, and as you can see, it's running about 6 minutes, about 10-15 seconds longer than episode 2, but about the same length. Oh, excuse me again, hold on. Hope that doesn't turn into too big of a habit tonight. Anyway, so I am just starting. Was doing this a little bit earlier. We're going to continue with this tonight, and what we're basically doing is working on the special effects, primarily the effect of Senor Kurrok, the Elementalist. Zoom in. This thing's weird when it's like you really have to like... come on, just zoom in. Yeah. His wizard staff there. Or I'd say elemental staff. Staff that controls elementals. Let's just put it that way. Okay. That might have given too much away of the season, but oh well. So yeah, so that's what it looks like, and I'm basically just copy and pasting from episode 2, the 2 seconds that we saw this effect in episode 2. I just copied it, pasted it onto here. It just takes a little bit of adjusting, and so we're just doing adjusting with Kurrok's movement within these scenes in episode 3. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's get started and see how things go. And hello to all one of you watching. Alright. So... and I might feel like ranting later. I don't know. We'll see. But, okay. We're just going to get started first working with this one. Okay, and he moves, like, right away. So we're working on the position. And so we're just going to go... oh, wow. That's just that first frame, really. Okay. Yeah. He is not happy. He is not a happy camper. Let's see. Yeah. So first we're gonna set that point the next point. Boom. So basically I have to move this shiny thingy over here. And this shiny thingy, this effect is, let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's called Sci-Fi Magic Extra, and it is on the, what's the pack? Hold on. I always forget the name of the pack. I always call it like the Destruction Pack, or I think it's called the Extinction Pack actually, but hold on, give me a moment. Okay, yeah. Triune Store Extinction Pack, I believe it's called. Yep, Extinction Pack. Okay. So yes, the Extinction Pack. And so from Triune Store, if you ever heard of Film Riot on YouTube, Ryan Connolly, they have their own production store, and they sell all sorts of nice digital effects, sound effects, all kinds of wonderful digital stuff. So I got this like last year, or a bundle of these called the Extinction Pack, and it's just been so great just throwing these things in and really adding to these scenes. So we're gonna move this sci-fi. Oh, you're not gonna. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna move it over. All right. So there it goes. Just for that frame. So that way when he moves back and forth, this is going to move with him. That should be fine. Yeah, Sci-Fi Magic Extra. Okay. Then he's going to... Okay, we're waiting a couple of frames and we're going back. Alright. So we're going back to here and trying to get it in the center of the beak of that staff of whatever. I think it's up like a bird head or a dragon head or something. Dragon head. I just call it a dragon head, I believe. Anyway, whatever this creature's in its mouth. So it's like kind of pouring out fire. Alright. And then another jump. So let's move it. And as you notice in when setting these anchor points, they set automatically when you start adjusting the position. So that way you don't have to like set it yourself, it just does it for you. Alright, so that looks like it needs to go over here actually. Hold on. Yeah, I think it feels like it needs to go up a little bit too. So put it up. And then we're gonna go maybe down a little bit more. I think that might be fine. We'll see. Welcome to everybody joining. Okay, so yeah, I think that works. And so now, don't ask me. Okay, I'm just gonna read these. Okay, so what these right now, what these points are for, like these triangle shaped or diamond shaped, sorry, are like linear to where. If you see in this, these, like, this will move in sequence, kind of like it's not exactly matching with this. So what you do is you bind all these together and then you switch them over to constant. And don't ask me how it works, it's just something I learned from hit film tutorials, to where now it will stay where it's supposed to go, and it just jumps to its point instead of fading over to the point. So that way it's just a nice clean transition for whatever needs to follow along. And that's that for that. So And this is a lot of special effects shots. Alright. So this is composite shot 6. And it looks done. Let me scroll it back. Get this out of the way. Get this moved over here. And just take a look. Yep, it looks nice. You can tell Kurrok is probably kind of mad. He's just like, what's going on here? Okay, so now let's jump to the next shot. So what I can do is get that composite shot off, and that would be this one. And okay, and there is toothpick. And now, okay, now we got a close-up. So this will be our next composite shot. And I'll just put the number 7 in here. Kind of make them in sequence, so that way if I have to go through them later, it's easier to manage, or at least that's what I try to do. Sometimes it just ends up all jumbled up anyway. All right, so we got this. And I need the one, okay. And see, I already did a shot earlier. I already had set up a shot earlier to where he's already has it. He already is close up. So I just need to copy this. And what did I just do? That's not what I wanted to do. Behave. Hit film. My goodness. Yes. Alright. And why is it like that? Hold on, I just want to see. From this. Okay, he's already like talking out of shot. Okay, gotcha. So we have to start at the beginning of this. Alright. We have to start the movement at the beginning, and we gotta make sure that this wonderful light orb of magic power is on the whole time. So what I can do is pull this back, and okay, there we are. Let's see here, will it stay on the whole time? Yep. Actually gonna, there. I don't want it bright shining, I just want it consistent. Okay, there, it's good, alright. So, got that. Now, we gotta make sure that it will be in line. Just zoom in. Why are you so difficult for zooming in? Hold on. There. Okay. Oh, now it doesn't. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand it. Yeah, see, there's a Kel and Raylan, so Kel and Raylan will both be in episode 3. And there's some work we need to do later. And I know, I think last week I said that I would try to get this episode out, or the goal would be to get this episode out in 2 weeks. A week has already gone by, and I don't know if that's going to happen. I really don't, because there's quite a few special effects in this, and just a lot of audio work. So we'll see. I mean, my goal is always 2 weeks to get these done, but it's like I got family life stuff happening all the time, and sometimes it's hard just to even. I try to do something every single day. I try to do at least a little bit every single day on these, but sometimes it's just a little bit. All right. And I'm going to talk about something about that in a minute. Hold on, I just gotta... Alright. So I gotta get these out of the way. Okay, these are some set points. So just deleting that. And deleting that. Oh, and I would have mentioned something too. I couldn't have mentioned this last week because it didn't happen, but over the weekend this is just something. It's just something that's kind of cool, you know. Kind of cool that some people are seeing your stuff, kind of because you're just showing it to them, be like, hey, look at this. But no, for Hit Film Pro, the wonderful folks who make them. I mean, they have their own YouTube channel, and they always say, if you're creating content through our software, please let us know. And so I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to get episode 1, finished to show these guys, and then got that finished and wrote to this email for the fine folks at HitFilm, and here, of course, I can't talk and edit at the same time. Hold on. Let me just get this. Let's see. Move over, and try and rotate a little bit. It's gonna make it too. There. Okay. It's gonna be in motion anyway, so no big deal. All right. So anyway, so fine folks at HitFilm. I mean, they're always saying, send us your stuff via this. They give you an email to send a link to your content to. And I did that. I did that for episode 1 of season 2, about a little over a month ago. And someone was nice enough to respond. And I'm not going to say too much, but Ollie, who's one of the hosts on the HitFilm videos, actually wrote to me personally and basically said, "Oh, I like what you're doing. I love stop motion. Keep up the good work and let me know when you produce more content." So I'm just like, okay, you don't have to encourage me anymore. So I sent him, when I released episode 2 last week, I think I sent him, I think over the weekend, I sent him an email saying, we released this, this second one, and hope you like it, the second episode. And really nice, really classy response. He ended up responding to me actually within like an hour, I think. And he said, yes, I love what you're doing. And he mentioned one specific effect that happens close to the end of the episode, so I know he watched, kind of knew he watched the whole thing, which was kind of cool. And he's like, yeah, just, keep on letting me know, what you're gonna produce. So, just kind of a cool thing. It's like, a famous person is writing me. No, I mean, I'd say famous, but these guys do a great job, and I'm glad, that they're able to make HitFilm and give us filmmakers an option to use, because I used HitFilm Express for a long time, which was free content, and now I was able to purchase HitFilm Pro, and now I'm using that more. And I'm happy to endorse those guys and be like, yeah, you provide a great service for filmmakers for sure. All right, let's put this out. All right, and boom. Yeah, we're just gonna be. It's gonna be really fast movement here. I have to put it up a little high there. I think that's fine. Alright. Move them over again. So anyway, health report. Actually, yesterday I really didn't do much video editing at all, and the reason why is I had to go to a doctor's appointment. And it wasn't just your common checkup, it was for my Crohn's disease. And since we just recently moved to Kentucky, this was a new GI, so it's basically, you know, getting to know a new doctor and new medical system and all that. I mean, I have not been feeling 100% lately, and I know I'm going through some issues. And so getting checked up and we'll see what they can do, because I know I got inflammation and it was confirmed. They did blood work and checked for inflammation in my gut, and I definitely have it. And I'm post-surgery patient with the ileostomy, and you know, some of the colon removed, and so they definitely want to get the inflammation settled down, and me too, because I got a lot of work to do. And so we'll see how long that takes. Alright, and so we... boom. And smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Just a nice close-up of Kurrok. He's talking, and just that magic staff is just going with him, so yes. Yeah, so we'll see how I do. I mean, I'd say right now when it comes to my health, I mean, I'm definitely I wouldn't say I'm progressing, let's put it that way. I'm not. I am going down slightly, so I feel like the medicine I'm taking, or the medications I'm taking, are just not working like they should. So, and my new doctor agrees. Alright, next shot. Oh, this is a long one. And my doctor agrees, so we're going to figure out a way. And hopefully it won't take too long to figure out. I mean, sometimes waiting can take months to actually schedule appointments and then reschedule things. And I live like 2 hours away from this doctor too, so that doesn't help with drive time and all that stuff. So, I mean, we'll see what they can do. And they found out that I do have like some slight anemia. My hemoglobin levels are like 9. I've got some slight inflammation, which, I mean, I feel it, so I get it. And then also I have like the scoliosis, the spinal cord issue that I'm trying to get right, and then I'm going to seek therapy for. It's like, I look too young for all this stuff. It's like, ugh, nasty. And I know someone's probably grossing me out being like, what's this old guy talking about? Like all his health problems. And it's like, sorry, that's just what's on my mind today. Alright. No. Wait. What? No. What number's next? Okay, I was on... So this would be 8. Alright, composite shot. Number 8. This one might be a little tricky. We'll see. How much time do we have? Okay, it's just been 28 minutes. Alright, we'll continue. Alright, so. Again, copy pasting. Okay, it's just him moving, talking. Alright, so. Let's see here. Which one would work best? Let's say this one. But yeah, I'm just going with this one. And go from there. Yeah, so when it comes to my overall health, I mean, that does affect the work I do and the video editing I do. Because if I ever just feel too tired to do anything, and if anybody is familiar with Crohn's or colitis, you know, excuse me a second, you know that if you don't feel like doing something, you just ain't gonna do it. Oh, that looks fine. Okay, I just got to get... Alright, so what I'm gonna do is start moving it. Okay, there you are. Alright, and will it stay the whole time? No. Okay, so what we gotta do... Interesting little trick, we just got it. Okay, so that's going for 10 seconds, so... Let's see here... Hold on, what, stay now? Stay the whole time? Yes. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, so, I mean, I try my best to get these things out, and I'm doing a fairly good job, considering. And, like I said, it doesn't matter how I feel, as long as I can get up in the morning, I'm still doing at least a little bit of something during the day for these, so... Hopefully it won't delay things too much, and still get this stuff out. Like all 10 episodes of Season 2 out by the end of the year. We'll see. It's going to be really close, but I think we should be able to do it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do... This needs to be in line with this, so we have to rotate it. Tilt it, yeah, like that. And gotta move it down, 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 down. Whee! Okay. Bring down that size a little bit. The scale. Alright, let's take a look. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to scale down a little bit. Alright. Raise this up. Nice. I'm going to move it over just a little bit, just so we can get a glimpse of that mouth and make it look like it's kind of protruding from the center as best as we can. Alright. So now, let's see, when does he start moving? Oh, right there. Alright. So let's find that frame. Okay, so the frame before, just holding the position there. And then we're going to move this over. Move it over again. So this is just, I mean, the special effects are rather simple to do. It's just, it's time consuming. It's definitely time consuming. Alright, we gotta move this there. Okay, move you over a little bit more. I think that works fine. Now back. Just going back where he came from. Alright. I tell you what though, anybody out there who's watching this, and if you got any type of like illness or obstacle in your way, health related or whatever, don't let it stop you from doing what you're passionate about, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Because I remember I started getting HeroScape, like terrain and figures, back in 2012. So since 2012 I've been planning Tales of Valhalla, basically, or what Tales of Valhalla came to be. And what's 2019 now? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So yeah, 7 years. I would have liked to have made everything a lot faster, but you know, you gotta go at your own pace. Let's see. Movement. Any movement. Any movement at all. Ah, there we go. Slight movement. So we're moving over there. Yep, slight movement again. Another slight movement. Oh, I'm going to share something too, that thing I had in my mind lately. I'm going to share, hold on, let's, I think we're done with this. Boom. Let's take a look. Perfect. Look at the power radiating from that guy. Might be a little too much, but that's okay. I think the power fluctuates a little bit based on his control, on his anger. At least that's what I'm going to say. Exactly. Sometimes when things don't work out your way, you just make stuff up and just like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be that way because of this. Alright. So, I think we got time to do one more. That was number 8. Let's go back and let's see. Be next, okay. We see poor old Lieutenant Dan there. Alright, so just another short one. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on a second. Sneeze went away. Alright, so this will be composite shot number 9. Boom. Now, I'm actually just going to take... Well, actually, I'm going to take from number 8, because that was already... Here, put you back here. Copy. Paste. Booyah. And so long, number 8. Thanks for playing. Alright, so we just gotta move ya. Here. Don't need that burst of light. Alright. Excuse me, that was a burp. You do not need to hear those gross things. Okay. I love how some nights, like, I'm very chatty, I talk, or someone's just typing, talking to me. It's like never usually an in-between. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So, look, not going to take much. Alright. Let's remove these, because we don't need these. It's close, but not quite. And let's zoom in here. So what I was gonna say is, um, one of the reasons why I wanted to do Tales of Valhalla, and this is my filmmaking reason. I have some personal reasons, but my reason when it comes to filmmaking and just appreciating films and stuff, one of the reasons was, I don't know if anybody's familiar with a movie called Your Highness. I forget what it came out. It came out some years back. It was a comedy movie, medieval, type comedy quest adventure type movie. People were guessing it was going to be similar to like The Princess Bride, which I love. The Princess Bride. I think it's one of the best movies out there, especially for families. And when I first saw the trailer for Your Highness, it was like Two Steps from Hell music, and I love that trailer. And even like today, sometimes just for inspiration, I watch that trailer because I love just their trailer so much from this music, and I'm just like, oh, I wonder, well, this movie should be great then. And then had a friend go watch it and be like, I'd recommend you not watch it in theaters. It's really not that great. Like, oh, okay. And I heard other reports and stuff like saying that the humor is very adult humor. Definitely not for young viewers, and that's always a red flag for me. I mean, I know there's some people out there that might like the raunchy type comedy. I really don't. I think a lot of it's very crass and just, I mean, it just turns into where it's like it's not funny anymore. So yes, I'm in the middle of a rant now. Hold on, I was gonna do something. Okay, there's the movement. Alright, so that's where we start. And so I gotta move you. Whee! I think I gotta reduce your scale a little bit. Just gonna reduce it a little bit. Position. And I'm gonna continue with my story. Hold on. So yeah, anyway, ended up finally watching the film, and it turned out to be the case that it's like, they had something that they could have done really good, but these, I mean, the people in charge just like, oh, let's just go for all, sex and raunchiness, and, and it's not funny. You overload it and you make it just, there's no subtlety. It's all very just in your face, and I mean, there were some moments, but it was basically the moments that I saw in the trailer. And then besides that, it was just like, it leaves you scratching your head, like, okay, whatever. So that was disappointing, because I like those type of movies that it's like, a quest type adventure, but still satire, still comedy, goofy hero, whatever. And so I got so fed up with the fact that, Hollywood's not producing this type of stuff, that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make something myself. And so that's exactly what I'm doing with Tales of Valhalla. I mean, Tales of Valhalla, I try to make it, it's not going to be a satire as other people. It's going to be my own version. It's going to be, how I do things. But I'm like, I suppose if I want to watch something to where I'm satisfied, and, for family viewing or whatever, then I'm just going to do it myself. So that's exactly one of the reasons why I'm doing Tales of Valhalla. Actually, part of the inspiration I get is from that Your Highness trailer, though. I still love that trailer. I hate the movie, but I love the trailer. Okay. Anywho, let's start moving this more. So yes, it's been a fun hour, eh? Well, almost hour. Alright, still think that's too bright, but I can adjust that later if I have to. If I think it's really important. Oh, okay, there's movement. Move there? Yes. Move there? No. Alright. It's movement only so slight. So I need to make sure that, okay. That works. Wait a second. Make sure I didn't mess that up. I think it's fine. The thing is, you can't really backtrack on these, because it's going to look kind of wonky until you set the right points. Okay, so booyah and booyah. I think it looks okay. I'll live with it. Alright, so next week comes around. Hopefully next week I'll be able to, or by next week, have most all the audio stuff done. Most of the stuff done. We'll just have to see. I don't think I'll have. I guarantee you that it's not all going to be complete by next Wednesday. It's going to take another week for sure. But we'll see how close I am to being done by next Wednesday. And from there, I mean, we'll see what we can do. I know, like, these effects will be done. So if we still have some stuff to do, we'll just be working on other effects. Because there's some new effects that I'll have to do. Kelda's healing ability, because she will be using that. Spoiler! She'll be using her healing ability, and as well as, let's see here, this Morrow, Tulmakra, this Morrow teleports, so I need to use some type of teleporting type magic effect when he, like, disappears from the screen. So we might work on those two next week. I might leave those two open just to work on them next week, and so that'll be a little bit of fun. If I don't finish it already and have most everything done, then we'll see what we can do. So we'll see. Just give me time, give me a week, and we'll see what we can do. I thank everybody for watching. I am gonna go to bed, get some sleep, then get started on another day tomorrow and work more on this eventually. And like I said, this is part of a stop-motion YouTube series called Tales of Valhalla. We already have Season 1 on YouTube. You can check out the link that I posted in the chat box, or you can go to YouTube search bar and type in the search Tales of Valhalla. Excuse me a moment. And find us there. And we're currently working on Season 2. Episodes 1 and 2 of Season 2 are already up on YouTube as well. Go ahead and take a watch. And for those of you watching this on YouTube, thanks for staying this far on this, and we will chat next week when I come up next Wednesday. So that is basically the night tonight, and I thank everybody for watching. All one of you, or is it now like 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see all you guys next week. Bye.